geometric shaped tracers to create an object, which could be a person, an animal, a thing, and we're going to be tracing them and then creating an artwork piece using them. So first I have the idea, and you can kind of play around to, see what looks interesting to you. But my idea is to create a mouse. That was something that came to me while I was playing with them. So this will be my body. And notice that as I'm tracing, I'm holding this still with one hand, and my pencil is following along the tracer. It needs to be touching at all times. Some people want to draw right next to it, but that makes wobbly lines. So you really want to make sure that your pencil is touching the tracer the entire time. And there you have my first shape. So that will be the mouse's body. I'm gonna use this for the mouse's head, and notice that it overlaps a little. That's okay. I'm just not gonna trace that part. So we'll start from right here. I'll trace all the way around. And again, stop where it overlaps so that I have that right there. Okay? Now I'm gonna use this big circle for his ears. I'm gonna place it right there. Hold it nice and still. That way it doesn't wobble. Okay, so for the nose, I'm gonna kind of use this, but I'm gonna round it off a little bit. Use my triangle. But then I'm gonna go ahead and make it into a little trapezoid. So if you don't have exactly the shape that you want, this is a trapezoid, but that's way too big. I don't want that big of a nose. So you can kind of invent your own shape using what you have, okay? So for the eyes, what I'm going to do is use a diamond shape. And I know these are really big, but you'll see what I'm gonna do with them. And it is hard to trace and not make it wobble, so you might have to move your hands and your pencil around to make it work. And then I'm going to use the corner of this to add a little shape in there. Now you might be thinking, okay, this looks really weird. It doesn't look like a real mouse. That's okay. The point is that we're using geometric shapes to create our mouse. So I'm going to use just this part of the diamond here. And you know what? He looks kind of sad. That's not really what I'm going for. I'm going to erase and try a new shape. See if I like this better. Okay, yeah, that looks a little bit better. And then I can even use that to make him happy by adding a little line right there, okay? I even could have traced it like this too. Okay, now moving on, I'm going to do some paws. So I'm gonna try out a couple shapes, see what looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and trace those. And then I'm going to use the edge of this to make the little lines in his paws, like that. Now, looking back, it looks like his belly is going in front of his head, and I'm going to adjust that by retracing this oval here and erasing the line that I overlapped. And you can always go back and adjust things. If you feel like you made a mistake or you want to try something, try it out, go back and fix it. That's why we start with pencils and not Sharpies. So now we need to decide where my mouse is and what else I'm going to add. So I'm thinking maybe these could be pieces of cheese, and he's sitting on a table. So I'm going to use this shape to make a table. Okay, the next step is to take a Sharpie marker and trace all of my lines. Here I go. Next, I'm going to use an eraser to erase any pencil lines that I may have missed. And finally, it's time to color. You can color your animal, your object, any color you want. Okay, and now we have our geometric shape animal. Cute little mouse and her teeth. Thanks for watching.